Advertising Association of Ghana, the members of the Executive Council, and colleagues of...
I'm particularly proud of the AAG, not just because I'm strongly affiliated to you, but because the association has successfully pushed in the years gone by. The establishment of a skills development framework with the UPSA to train and certify new entrants, the revamping of the Gong Gong Awards, and the drafting of the advertising bill are but a few examples of your successes so far. And we encourage you to achieve more in the next 2 years. Indeed, advertising has come a long way in the history of Ghana, right from when it was just a phenomenon to today, when it has become a major feature in the management of brands. Globally today, the contribution of the advertising industry to economic growth is profound. New research validates the powerful impact of this industry in driving an economy. Last year, for example, in the US, the advertising industry was reported to have generated $7.1 trillion in sales activity and supported nearly 29 million jobs. In 2014, the US economy posted $36.7 trillion in sales activity. Of that, an estimated $2.4 trillion in direct sales were estimated to have been stimulated as a result of advertising campaigns commissioned by the industries that generated the actual sales. Thus, approximately about 6.5% of US sales activity in that year was directly fueled by advertising. It is worth noting that despite the economic slowdown currently faced by the world, advertising spend is set to increase by 3.8% this year and is predicted to strengthen the year after at 4.8%. This is because many industries and economic policy managers know that advertising is a stimulant to increased demand. And increased demand, all other things being equal, like the economists say, has the propensity to translate into increased production over a period and eventually aid the recovery effort. Though the industry may not have immediate statistics to prove this, but anecdotal evidence from major brand managers will tell you how major campaigns have stimulated demand for key brands over the decades. Our colleagues who are managing FMCG brands know this too well. My Lord, earlier this week I had the privilege of speaking to the cocoa and chocolate industry at the launch of the Chocolate Week celebration. The main thrust of my keynote, which I repeat to you here this morning, is that though a lot has been achieved in the years gone by, the challenges of today and the challenges of the future require us to double our efforts and to do even more if we are to remain relevant in our various places. The much talked about advertising bill needs to, as a matter of urgency, be passed to bring the necessary regulatory backing, standards, and framework for the quick advancement of this industry. Any industry that doesn't sort out its regulation quickly struggles. In markets where this industry has excelled, it has excelled within a properly regulated environment. I do know how much work you have done already in the preparatory stages. And I'd like to assure you that when all is ready, my doors at the Ministry of Information are open to help you see the draft bill passed into law. Indeed, my uncle, the Honorable K.T. Hammond, who has just been nominated as Minister responsible for Trade and Industry, will take his seat very soon. And I look forward to leading you to pay a courtesy call on him to ask for his support so that we have it passed ASAP. But beyond this, Mr. President, we must also develop the collaboration between you as an industry and the policymakers in government. We must commit to regular collaborative dialogue to explore how we can regularly work together and share best practices to develop a strong, vibrant, and a stronger industry. The real job of policymakers is to facilitate your work in industry. And it is through regular dialogue that policies which make your work easier can be fashioned. This will eventually be a catalyst in our collective effort to see the Ghanaian economy recover quickly. My President, as you take up this new role, I also want to urge you and your colleagues to make the passage of this bill into law a priority. Additionally, let this be an era during which professional standards in the industry are strictly enforced. This will move the industry onto a whole new level, a legacy for which you and your team will forever be remembered. An advertising industry playing on this new scale will be a major pillar in boosting not just the fortunes of the brands that you manage, but it will also become a major measurable force in the Ghanaian economy. It will contribute even more to our goal of generating greater economic activity, wealth, and jobs for our people. My Lord, permit me also to challenge the new leadership of the AAG to consider what more advertising can be used to do for nation building. Yes, you have the primary responsibility to assist your clients and the brands that you work for to reach their markets effectively and with the most creative of ideas. But ultimately, colleagues, we have a nation to build, and we need your very special skill in that regard. In the best of places, communication materials such as movies, music, theater, skits, and advertising campaigns have been used to assist in shaping the society. The challenges of our times and the daily doses of negative stories that we consume leave little room for a whipping up of key values needed to build our nation state. But it is not true that in the places where values such as patriotism, sacrifice, selflessness were planted, there were no challenges. There were challenges. However, in the midst of those challenges, deliberate efforts were made to find stories of patriotism, sacrifice, and selflessness, and to highlight and celebrate these stories to encourage more people. Campaigns were waged to whip up the public consciousness for these values despite the challenges of their day. And so I want to implore you to consider encouraging your membership to put your very unique perception shaping skills to this task as your corporate social responsibility. While you serve your clients and make money, make room to achieve this higher purpose too, to help shape the society with your very special skills.
The industry to look at them to ensure that before the bill is passed, the indiscipline in this industry has to cease. When you go outside the jurisdiction, the erection of big boats is properly done. There's a system that regulates it. So, with the greatest of respect, I think that we have to walk the talk. We have to begin to work with the NMDCs to ensure that where there shouldn't be a billboard, there shouldn't be. Worked with them for the last 1 year. They've gone around the whole of Greater Accra, and they have identified areas that these billboards must be removed. And I say must, with emphasis. You go to the cemetery area today, and you don't really know whether it's a cemetery or it's a billboard advertising place. All over the country. And in fact, Greater Accra, I'm speaking to Greater Accra, was unrestricted. Oxford Street, everywhere. So, maybe I could use the opportunity to say, look, maybe I haven't really put too much petrol in the car. So that's it. This is 2023. Some people said I've resigned. Some people said I'm slow. I'll go to bed. But you see, I am battery and I'm charging. So 2023, the problem that arises, I'm sorry, is that I need a billboard because I want to campaign. I would rather let the people who want to campaign. So we are not able to tell the Guru people that challenge only a J. But so that you have my fullest assurance. Very soon, I want to strike on this indiscipline about billboards. And mark my words, we will do the job. That's
So Parliament in 2016 no. Yɛntumi ama no ankɔ awieeɛ nti Parliament sorry no na ɛsɛ yɛtwɛn na this current Parliament is under kɔtɔ mu the Honorable Minister of Justice, Minister of Trade, Obebuai, because the honor done it out. Obebuai ni na ya ye juma abom. And obia sankranko bia so any day say daily because Obebuai Ghana won and yoma bebre mu. Ye throw bia obetina Obebuai. Say momra ni nson sem ni pass bill na ɛbɛbɔ ɔman nyinaa. Mpa na sɛ yɛni gyidie nka yɛn trouble in the first place. Nti yɛwɔ gyidie paa. Ɛno asɛ sisi a no ɔmo ministers mmienu no nyinaa both the information minister ne Greater Accra regional minister ɔmo nyinaa ka asɛm no nyinaa nti ministers mu ɛka sɛ bill no deɛ ɛnya sɛ yɛsɛ yɛ paase a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a obiara nkorɔfo biara yɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ yɛpaase saa bill. Nti yɛbɛto nsa frɛ obiara sɛ mombɛboa yɛn. Na bill na ɛba bɛboa yɛ bɛgu. Regional minister ɛka sɛ ɔne yɛ ayɛ adwuma because ɛnyɛ obiara ɛnyɛ billboard biara na wohu a ɛyɛ billboard a ɛyɛ obiara a ɔwɔ association no mu dea. In fact billboard no bebree hɔ a yɛnim nea ɛyɛ ɔmo dea. Yɛkora yɛwɔ mu no a yɛde mfoni ne adeɛ bobɔ so no yɛkora yɛnim nea ɛyɛ ɔmo dea. Nti ɛsɛ nyinaa yɛyɛ adwuma bom sɛ regional minister mmoa aba abɛka sɛ you're cleaning up the billboard industry. I just say idea say yes I want the better lichi. Then na yejuma because sebi bi o ha o hia na enya. We share say na 37 first who could do what nation. Sisi amon yedi ade nyina bronsan ne no miensa etata so ka na ban fra wo. Why no say yen fasa ade ni ko so. Ye na yeni but no me high. Nti ɛsɛ yɛboa nyinaa yɛmmra na yɛmmoa ne yɛnsɔ yɛn nsɛm na yɛnyi saa adeɛ mfio because ɛna ɔbɛte ɔbɛba obi ato fam. In fact there's a reason why nti a yɛsi billboard ɛsɛ wogya ɛkwan kakra a billboard ne tetɔ mpo a ɛntɔ kaa bi asoro na ɛntɔ nipa so but amanfoɔ mmra wɔ ɛnyɛ adwuma ɛno nti na yɛka sɛ bill ne ba a ɛbɛma na yɛ sɛ wondi mmara no so a wo ho bɛtumi akye. You can be fined or you can be sued or you can even go to prison for not erecting the right billboard. It's when you're more, Yamapa, when you're more ready, Yaman can Kokumasia, the same problem. First now Kokumasia to see a billboard, I see sign baby, and then dear a take say you billboards in the crowd. Almost for you. So meka sɛ ɛnɔpɛ wo ba advert ahe na aka wohu wɔ billboards a wonkae because ɛdɔɔso so you ignore ɛyɛ saa na ɛma the principle no yɛde yɛ adwuma na ɛma advertising yɛ adwuma ɛnyɛ adwuma nti wei deɛ ɛsrɛ mo mommra mmɛsɔ mu na ɛnyina nka yɛtim bom na adeɛ casting door so ɛno so ba ɛno ne yɛ specifically for broadcasting door but yɛdeɛ a ɛhia yɛ no ɛno ne sɛ nsɛnsɛm bi wɔ a wohu advert no a nkurɔfoɔ ɛreka nnim because it's not backed by facts nti wohwɛ FDA a ɔno sɛ ɛyɛ nduro ne nnuane no nti ɔmo no law no protected but nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ amanfoɔ ɛgye ka bɔm sɛ yɛyɛ a wobɛhwɛ me na ɛnyɛ nti wohwɛ advert bi a nsɛm ɛwɔ mu a ɛfa w'aso ma wɔtumi sɛ adeɛ wei deɛ ntwa yie nti bill ne ba bɛboa na obi ehu sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ saa advert yi a sei ni.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.